pose, I just want you to lower your gaze, okay, or close your eyes. Preferably for me, I like to just close my eyes so I can really center myself, really ground myself in the present moment, in this moment now, right? So I do invite you all to close your eyes. And I have some very beautiful music playing for you all here in the background. Y'all know I love sound healing. I love frequency. I love listening to, different hertz and things like that. Okay, so before we get started, take your right hand, place it over your heart. Take your left hand, place it over your belly. And right now, we're just going to use this moment to just become one with our space, become one with our body. So inhale through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And right now, just breathe at your own pace. We'll get into some deep breathing here in a moment. I just want you all to just feel your body, feel this moment, and to just become grounded in this moment. Good job. Now we'll get into some deep breathing. Inhaling for 4. Holding for 4. Releasing for 4. Okay. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And I want you guys to know that this will be a short practice, maybe about 10 to 15 minutes this rising. Okay, now we're just going to incorporate some breaths with those movements. So inhale, reaching those arms out and up over the crown chakra, really reaching, okay? Exhaling, bringing the hands to heart center here. So inhale. Reaching, 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 reaching up and over. Exhale, palms meet, palms come to heart center. Good job. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Show gratitude for today here. I'm grateful to be alive, grateful to be walking our paths, grateful for today, for being healthy, right? And we're going to inhale, sweeping the arms up and over. Exhale, right hand comes on the outside of that left knee. Left hand goes back behind you for a gentle spinal twist. Okay, and let your gaze follow back behind you. Good job. This one feels really, really good to my back right now. This feels really, really good. You can even find some movement here. Okay, but if not, just stay still. Allow that stretch. Allow yourself to feel that stretch, to feel that tightness. Exhale, release. Coming back to center. Good job. Inhale, sweeping those arms up and over. Exhale, left hand comes on the outside of that right knee. Right hand falls back behind you, shoulders away from the ears here. Okay, and gaze follows back behind you if that feels comfortable. If not, you can just look over to the right side, straight ahead. That's perfectly fine. Okay, but if that gaze feels really good, like it does to me, with that gaze back behind that shoulder, then I encourage you to do that. Okay. But I also encourage you to make the practice your practice. Okay. There might be things that I do that doesn't feel too good to your body, and that's fine. And release. Good job. I want you guys to inhale, interlocking the fingers over that crown chakra. Exhale, pushing up towards the sky. Good job. And just breathe there. Just breathe there. Exhale, release. Good job. Now I want you guys to find yourself in a tabletop position here. Okay. Knees are parallel with the hips. Hands are right under those shoulders there, okay? And we're going to inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, lifting that tailbone, okay? Exhale, curving the spine, sucking in that belly, chin goes to your chest, okay? This is your cat, alrighty? So let's go, inhale. Dropping that belly for our cow position. Good job. Lifting the tailbone, lifting the gaze up. Alrighty. Exhale. Curving that spine, sucking in that belly, tucking in that tailbone. Chin goes to chest. Inhale. And by this time, you guys already know how to do cat-cow, so just do it at your own pace here, okay? But don't lose sight of the breath. Inhale for that that cow. Exhale for that cat. Good job. Yoga is a great way to just be here in the present. And release, coming back to that neutral spine, okay? Now I want you to spread your knees or spread your hips mat distance apart. Big toes come together. Sit your butt back into your heels. Okay, chest goes down to the mat, forehead goes down to the mat for your child's pose. Job. Allow your head to hang heavy here. And release, shifting that weight forward, coming back to your tabletop position, and we're just going to fall into some thread the needle. So inhale, sweeping that right arm out. Exhale, tucking the right arm behind that left forearm and allowing yourself to fall on that right shoulder. Okay, really getting that a good shoulder stretch here, and extending that left arm here out in front of you. Good job. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, checking for that alignment. Fingertips should be in alignment with your shoulder here. Exhale, dropping that shoulder. Now inhale, coming back to your tabletop position. We're going to switch hands and move to that left hand. So inhale, left hand extends out or left arm extends out. Check for your positioning. Okay, fingertips should be in alignment with that shoulder. Exhale, bringing that left arm right behind that right and extending the right arm forward here. Good job. Inhale. My left shoulder is a lot tighter than my right, and that left upper back is a lot tighter than my right. Inhale, exhale. Palm facing up. Okay. And good job. Release. Coming back to that tabletop position. Okay. Good job. Just going to stand up here. Okay, we're going to lift into a forward fold. So inhale, hands come up and over. Gentle back bend here. Exhale, hinging at the hips and touching the toes, or fingers can go underneath the toes, okay? So you can really get that hamstring stretch there. You can even put your hands behind your legs there if you would like to go a little deeper into your stretch. Okay, inhale, lifting the arms up and over the crown chakra. Exhale, falling back into your forward fold. You can have a gentle bend in the knees if needed, okay, but if not, hands come to the mat. Okay, good job. Inhale, half lift. On your half lift, your fingers or your hands come to your chin, your shins. Your gaze comes up, right? Your head and your chest is lifted, okay? But everything else is flat, alrighty? The back is flat there, okay? Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, jump back into your plank. Exhale, lower down for your chaturanga. Inhale, up downward cobra. Exhale, tuck those toes and lift those hips for your down dog. Good job. We'll breathe here for 5. Kick that right leg back. Hold it. Good job. Gaze goes up to the hands. Step that right foot in between your hands, okay? Bring that left knee down, okay, and breathe here. Good job. Now grab your left foot big toe with your right hand, okay? And hold that pose here. Good job. And release. Good job. Finding yourself back into that tabletop. Okay, now we're going to tuck the toes. We're going to lift again at the hips for down dog. Okay, extend that left foot out. Step the left foot in between the hands or right behind the hands. Drop that right knee. Okay, inhale, bringing the left hand up and over. Good job. Exhale, grab that left big toe, that right big toe with your left hand. Good job. Chest is open. And release. Now big toes come together, fall back into your child's pose here. Job. Find yourself back in tabletop. Breathe. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Push the chest into the thighs here for your down dog. Good job. Take your gaze up to your hands. You can jump, step, or float behind your hands. Okay, now you're in your forward fold. Inhale. Sweeping those hands up and over. Exhale, dropping into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep those hands up. Come all the way up and over the crown chakra. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Come down to your plank. Good job. Jump back. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale for your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Good job. Kick that right foot back and outside of the right hand. Drop that left foot and rise for your warrior. Good job. Good job. Exhale, lower those hands. Good job. Inhale, reach back and over. Good job. You guys should be feeling that in your knee there. Good job. Plank, step back for plank. Good job. Breathe here. We're holding here. Engaging that sacral chakra here. Solar plexus as well. Now go down for a forearm plank. Good job holding that. Good job. Inhale, lift and come to your down dog. Exhale, kick that left foot back and outside the left foot. Right foot jumps or bends at a 45-degree angle there. Okay. And lift for your warrior. Drop those hands. Okay, warrior two. Now drop, backing up. Gaze should be up to the ceiling. Good job. Exhale. Windmill forward. Y'all know how to windmill. Step back into your plank here. Engage that core. Okay. Good job. Go down for your forearm plank. Good job. Lift for your down dog and back. Lift and back. Good job. Take the gaze to the middle of the hands. Okay. Step, hop, or jump, or float. Yogi's choice to the back of those hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up and over the crown chakra. Good job. Good job. Great job. Now we're going to move into some triangles. Okay. Feet are hip distance apart here. Okay. Inhale. And exhale. Dropping to the left. Okay. Hands come behind the ankles. Okay. You can grab the ankles. Alrighty. And just stretch here. Good job. Rise up. And switch sides here. Good job. Now inhale. And we're going to drop down to the middle. Okay, so drop, hinging at the hips. Okay, fingertips or palms of the hands can hit the mat. Okay, you may realize that once you've done a couple forward folds the correct way, that you'll start to reach the mat a little easier. Okay, in that forward fold. Stretch, stretch, stretch. You can find some movement here by just stretching there, bending and stretching back out. Okay? But make sure the hands are on that mat, or the palms of your hands are on that mat. Good job. Good job. And now we're just going to drop down in our yogi squat. Okay. And I'm doing this right here because I want my feet to remain flat on the floor. Okay, but I'm still down in my yogi squat. Alrighty, my back should be straight right now. Okay, and you'll get there as well. Okay. This is a good hip opener right here. What I'm doing, this will help you get easier into your yogi squat here. Okay, you can also do some movement here. Okay, working on those hip flexors. Okay, working on that mobility. Okay, if you guys are having a tough time getting in your yogi squats, okay, this exercise right here would definitely help. Okay, the happy baby helps to open up those hip flexors as well. So you could definitely start working on your happy baby pose, really making sure that you are pulling those knees in, like your hands are on the bottom of your toes, okay, but you're actually pushing, okay, you're pushing down in order to help open those hips. Okay. So if you guys are having a hard time getting into your yogi squat, I do encourage you to do the baby pose more. Okay. Exhale, release those legs and go ahead and shake them out. Good job. Inhale, bring both feet or both knees up to the chest. I've been having a lot of cramps since last night, guys, so just bear with me here. I didn't sleep too well last night. Okay, but just squeeze in those knees to the chest here. Okay, and just breathe here. Now drop that right leg down. Okay, right leg should be extended. Left knee is still up by the chest here. You can even flex the toes back towards you here. Okay, to really get that stretch. Good job. Now release that left leg. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Bring both knees back up to your chest. Okay. And squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now release the left leg. Left leg extends out. Foot flexes back towards you. Okay, so you can really get that stretch. Alrighty. And you're pulling that right knee into the chest. Good job. And release, falling down to your Savasana. Okay, so feet are mat distance apart. Okay, palms are facing upward and are directly beside you. Okay, and I want you guys to just breathe here. Okay, and if you guys are afraid that you might fall back to sleep, I do encourage you all to just find your easy pose again for a couple breaths. Okay. But if not, and Savasana feels fine, then please, by all means, find yourself in your Savasana. And here we're just going to give thanks for our practice today. Give thanks for our bodies. Give thanks to yourself for being capable and moving your body, right? Because there's a lot of capable people who are not stretching and are not doing good things for their bodies. So show yourself some gratitude. Show yourself some love today. Good job. And you guys can stay in this pose for as long as you would like. Okay, I'm going to end my practice here. But before I end, I do want to bow out to my loves. Okay, so let's get into it. Bring your hands to heart center. Okay, and we're just going to bow. Namaste.